Good morning, and welcome to Mornings with Ben and Toby. I'm Toby,
I'm Ben,
and good evening.
and this is Joel.
Hi, nice to meet you all. I'm glad I'm here today.
Yeah, well, we've got an amazing show today with Ben and Toby in the mornings. As you all get ready to go to work and school, if you happen to be going to school, we are going to inform you this morning with a bunch of facts about literally anything you could think about.
We've got a number of correspondents lined up, ready to go live, and we're going to have some chats with as many people as we can. But first up, we've got a little bit of a donation incentive. We are raising money for Cure Cancer, and we've got a few things that might help the money come in a bit smoother. So $10. Ben and Toby will wish you a good morning. $15. New random correspondent. $25. Choose a correspondent.
That's going to be hard until we've met all of them, but afterwards, send us $25 as much as you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
$50. Fresh pots. We've got to finish our coffee. And $1,000.
Yes.
You get to be a correspondent on Ben and Toby in the mornings.
That's right, Joel. We'll send you a link, and you can come on here completely uncensored. But remember, this is a G-rated show because it is morning.
It is the morning, and kids are going to school.
That is correct. But first up, we have a very
We
special...
have a $10 donation
Oh, okay.
from El Batch.
Yep.
So I think El Batch would like a good morning.
Oh,
from
well,
Toby.
I've got the most random correspondent for El Batch.
Well, he wants a good morning.
Yeah. $10.
He did.
Cool. Good morning, El Batch.
Good morning, El
Batch.
Batch.
Has
just-
from Ben and
Oh,
Toby.
all right, well, mine. Fine.
It says it
yeah.
very specifically.
It's true.
That's right.
It's $15 for a good morning from Joel. I'd just like to say. All right, who should we go to for our first correspondent?
I believe we have Connor from Cure Cancer.
Are you here, Connor? One sec.
Bring it.
Bringing his audio up.
He's just getting patched through from another television station.
Here we go, Connor.
Hello, how you going?
How are you this
Good
beautiful morning this evening?
Oh, look, I'm going pretty well. I've yet to have my coffee, so please excuse me if I'm looking a bit tired.
That is
But
okay,
I'm very
Connor.
jealous.
Yes.
You all look like you have a lot of coffee, and you're very, very much awake.
Filled to the brim
Filled to the brim.
with coffee.
And I hope everybody out there keeps it full. Keep those pots refreshed.
Absolutely. So, Connor, could you tell us a little bit about Cure Cancer and what we're here to do today?
Yeah, no worries. So Cure Cancer are an Australian-based charity, and we primarily fund early career cancer research. And that's defined as anybody who has graduated from their PhD up to 7 years into their career. Now, this is kind of a gap in the scientific funding area, and it's actually really competitive to get funding. So what we do as Cure Cancer is we get donations from people, and then we go out and we have a structured process that's handled by Cancer Australia. And they kind of vet all of the applicants that apply for our grants, and they give us a list of the top applicants. And then we basically just go down the list and fund as many early career cancer researchers as we can. Now, we're not tied to any particular cancer type. We do any and all cancer types that present themselves in the rankings. So this year, for example, we funded 17 cancer researchers, and they're from a variety of different cancer types. So we've got 3 blood cancer researchers, 1 bone cancer researcher, childhood cancer, and etc. So it's really kind of broad what we fund. But in a nutshell, early career cancer research.
Thank you so much, Connor.
Just to cut you short there, Connor, Anonymous has donated $10. So good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning, Anonymous.
Joe, is there anything you would like to ask Connor?
No, let's just say, Connor, I mean, you're pretty happy with how everything's going so far with generosity, right? Net positive?
Yeah, it's it's amazing. It's been a great show. I hope everybody's had a chance to follow along live from Thursday. What you guys and the team do in the background and in the plan up of the event is amazing. Like, if you see behind the scenes, it's very hectic and chaotic, but they pull it all together and present a professional show. They've raised a lot of money for charity, not just cure cancer, but just a lot of charities over the years. I think it would be over 250,000 by now, right? Or close to.
Honestly, I would have to do the math. This is when I usually point to Shlee and just say, Shlee,
Put it in the chat.
put it in the chat.
We'll go to our
Yeah.
treasurer correspondent momentarily.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Connor, thank you so much. We're going to switch correspondents to our treasurer correspondent, if he's there in the chat.
In the meantime, why don't you tell us on the text line, how do you get up in the morning? Do you wake up with a nice hot batch of coffee, or do you prefer a hot Milo or a tea? We want to know.
Also, I have just noticed that the anonymous that donated $10 left a message from love from Pauline, and Mama Pauline. Thank you to the Paulines.
And now we're crossing to our money correspondent, Shlee. How you going, Shlee?
Oh, it's time to unmute myself. Hello, I'm the treasurer. I hold, which I think is like, I've always put on the FAQ is like, I guess the frequently asked questions. Like, there are 4 members of Generosity, but only 2 have access to the money. But I said that so like I don't get kidnapped, but I figure I'm the treasurer, so like it's fine.
So, are you being kidnapped at this very moment, Shlee?
We are halfway between LA and Vegas. I have taken all the money, and it is I bought an exceptional amount of drugs that's currently in the boot. No, Generosity is obviously a charity which we like to have a lot of fun and raise a lot of money for really good causes. We don't take a cent. So we have raised a little bit over $200,000, close to 220. And yeah, we've given away every single cent of that. So I want to say kind of to the audience and to kind of everybody who's been involved. The volunteers, they, I guess the talent and the streamers and the performers, they volunteer their time and they don't get paid for any of that. The people behind the desk, like myself and Joel and Ben and Toby, Callan, Ryan, actually I'm not going to go through names, but like the dozens of people behind the desk, they work for free. And the audience who I guess hopefully enjoys the show and donates to us, we are greatly appreciated for that. We want to put on a good show. We want to keep everyone happy and hopefully raise some money for some really good causes. And that's the thing is like we love cure cancer because of how effective the money goes. We can raise some money and it'll go towards actual real hard research and science. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shlee. That was our treasurer, Shlee. And he did mention a name that is very close to my heart, and that is Callan. Callan, who is our isolation correspondent. Callan, how are you today in Melbourne?
Hello, I'm lonely. Please send help.
What kind of help can we send you?
I don't know because I am in isolation. I actually can't see anyone at the moment. We're all locked inside our houses down here, the most lockdown city in the world at the moment here in Melbourne. So I really don't know. Maybe send money to donate to cure cancer. That could help.
Cool.
What have you been doing to keep yourself occupied, Callan?
Well, like you guys, I like to get up in the morning and have a nice... No, it's not going to work, sorry. To keep myself occupied, legit sitting inside 4 walls, staring out the window, watching the world go by. That's pretty much what's been going on for the last, 6 months now. And I've been growing my hair quite long and my beard too. So, yes, good morning to you all out there.
Perhaps soon you might make it as a beard correspondent, but we actually have a much better beard correspondent from all the way in Denver. It is Austin.
Austin, it's really lovely to see your beautiful face all the way from Denver.
How goes it?
It's good to be here. It's morning, just drinking my coffee. Sometimes I like to put a little bit of rum to start my day.
What kind of rum are you drinking there?
So this is from a local distillery called Balmer Peak Distillery. They do great stuff. This is a spiced rum made with cardamom, ginger, vanilla bean, Sichuan peppercorn, mace pepper, a little bit of clove, a couple types of cinnamon. It's absolutely delicious.
And I know you are our beard correspondent, but you also happen to be our distillery correspondent. Could you tell us a little bit more about the distilling process?
Okay, well, so if you're at all familiar with the creation of alcoholic beverages, it all starts the same. We take a sugar source. So in the case of wine, you take grapes or grape juice. For beer, you take grain, hops, and water. For whiskey, very similar, just grain. And for rum, like our spiced rum, we take a molasses.
Sorry about
So
that,
I'll walk you
Austin.
through-
The internet, the connection looks like it's cutting up. We're gonna cut to our IT department real quick. IT department, Ryan, what's happening?
Guys, we are dropping frames ridiculous. And our encoder just broke. If we beefed up the server like I asked, it would have been fine. We're gonna have to make this quick.
Ryan, we're a professional television show, all right? Let's try and get Austin back in here. Let's see if we can. I think I've got him. Is
that him? Is touching him through?
Is that Austin coming through right now?
Here he is.
I think that
Here he
is.
is.
In fact,
That's
Austin.
there is Austin.
That is not Austin. This is Felicia, our book correspondent. How are you this morning, Felicia?
I'm good. How are you?
We're
very
good.
It's a very good morning.
We need our very early morning as much the same. Some would say that it's night, and when children read books, it's a night.
But some children
That's true.
read books during the day.
Start the day with a story, and you'll never be boring, is what my dad used to say to me.
That's what they say. Yep. That is. I'm going to start reading.
I believe you have a story for us.
I do. The most nerve-wracking commissions, Madeline thought, were the ones that required going in through the front door. This front door was simply more imposing than most. Lit by gray moonlight, the monumental facade of the Mondalet house loomed over her, studded with lighted windows. High above the street, the pediment was a passionately carved relief of the hosts of heaven and hell locked in battle. The shrouds of doomed saints and the veils of the angels flying like banners or hanging down to drape gracefully over the stone canopies of the upper windows. A quartet of musicians played from an open balcony somewhere above, entertaining the guests as they arrived. Glass sconces around the doorway had been an unfortunate modern addition. The flicker and peculiar color of gaslight made it look as if the doors meant to be the mouth of hell itself. Not a serendipitous choice, but the Duchess of Mondalet has never been singled out for restraint or taste, Madeline thought, but kept an ironic style to herself. Despite the frosty night air and the chill wind off the river, there were other guests milling around on the wide marble portico, admiring the famous pediment. Madeline tucked her hands more firmly into her muff, and shivered, partly from the cold, partly from anticipation. Her coachman received his instructions and urged the horses away, and her escort, Captain Reynard Moraine, strolled back to her. She saw the flakes of snow on the shoulders of his caped greatcoat and hoped the weather held until later tonight at least.
I'm
disaster
really
at a time,
sorry,
she thought.
Felicia. We have an emergency report coming from our ocean correspondent. This is Sam coming with an emergency ocean correspondent review. Sam, what is happening in the ocean today?
What is happening out there? Sam.
The weather is so bad out there at the moment, gentlemen, that the seas are high. My bird is absolutely terrified that the beer shipments are not going to get through. So save your sips and drink coffee instead with Ben and Toby in the morning.
Sam, can you explain to us the use of a bird on a ship?
Yes, so you've heard of the term the crow's nest?
Absolutely.
Excellent. This guy's fucking useless at it. He can't see shit and he just doesn't talk. He doesn't tell me what the hell's going on. He just chirps. That's why you get crows up there, not parrots. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Just give me a second.
This
I've got to
parrot
talk to the guys.
your
I've got
first
to talk
mate?
to the guys. He is, and he's currently telling me there's. I need to launch the boat. Is it? Yeah, you want? Okay, so I've got to set sail for a minute with my trusty friend here, and go in search of more beer.
All right, we're going to catch up with some more of our fairy friends. Coming up next is Instagram sensation Rusty McBones. Do you have him on the decks there?
Yeah, the IT just patched them through.
He's coming through?
Yeah,
he's coming through
right
now.
Through. And we have Rusty McBones.
Rusty, tell us, how do you keep such a bloody, just beautiful Instagram feed?
Inspiring
stuff. Is he going to speak?
Rusty, your mic's working.
Oh, freak. Good me.
And that's all we needed to hear from Rusty McBones. Now we're cutting to our small dog correspondents over in Melbourne. Small dog, are you there?
Oh, it does look like our small dog correspondent is
Keep your
asleep.
voices down. Keep your
This is
voices down.
Tenchi. She is a beautiful flower. Look at her.
Let's all just be quiet for a second and really just admire the smallness of the Chihuahua. Just absolutely beautiful stuff.
Wow. What a cute dog. Filled with blueberries, her parents have told me.
Blueberries.
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 You can feed blueberries to dogs.
You
sure
sure
can.
wake up the.
Sorry.
Good for antioxidants.
This just in. Blueberries can be fed to dogs.
They sure can.
Also, Google that and ask your vet. Not quite sure.
Dependent
Should be fine,
Yeah,
right?
it's
on the dog breed.
Who do we have next, Joel?
It's a good question. I mean, you never know what's going to happen with these charity drives. I feel like we've been off to a really good start.
Would you say it's a little bit like the Wild West?
You know what? I think it would be a lot like the Wild West, but at the same
Well-
time, I don't know a lot about the Wild West.
I guess we're going to cut to our favourite cowboy correspondent, Stapo.
Stapo, how is it out there in the wild, wild west? In Sydney?
Look, I think, in the suburban streets of Sydney here, I think the best thing that's going to happen here is I think I'm just going to have to show you what this looks like. So
Yeah,
let
turn
me
your
just-
camera
let
around
me
for
just-
us.
Let me just grab the camera here.
Yep.
Cool. How's that? Is that
All
good?
right, let's have a look around your
Alright.
camp.
Well, that is a beautiful
Yeah, here we go.
house you've got there.
So you can see I've just sort of set up camp here. I had my coffee earlier. It is a little bit late. It has dropped below sort of the 5-degree point at this point, so I might have to get a jacket out. It's getting a little fresh, but I thought you guys might enjoy a bit of a view. Although out on the seas it was getting a bit rough and wild, out here it is a beautiful evening. You can see some stars,
Oh, wow.
some stars,
It
constellations
is a
here.
clear blue sky right there in the west.
And it's a beautiful view, and there's the moon for all those moon lovers at home. So it looks like we're going to have a clear night out here in the Wild West. Yeah, it's going to be a very enjoyable evening for me. I'm going to go for a bit of a ride, a moonlit ride, I believe. And
Moonlit
just
ride through the Wild West.
through the Wild West. So anyway,
Thank you so much, Matt. It's lovely
back to you
chat
in the
with
studio.
We will come back to you soon. And I believe
I look
next,
forward to it.
we have a reminder of our donation incentives.
Oh, yes. So remember, everyone likes to start their day with a good morning, but not everyone can. For $10, we'll say good morning to you. Otherwise, get fucked. Oh, it's G-rated, isn't it?
That's all right. That's fair.
Okay.
All right. So we've had some requests for more dogs.
More dogs. Do we have more dogs?
Well, we have 2 dogs.
No, wait. We need to show all the correspondence so that people can start.
Look, this is
Look,
true.
There's still.
All right. Well, I may be drinking coffee, but I wish I was drinking whiskey. Let's have a chat with our local whiskey correspondent, Alyssa.
Are you there, Alyssa?
No.
I am.
Cowboy Matt.
Yes.
Hey.
And thank you so much for having me today. I'm glad to be here. So let's just say we were to start out our days with a nice glass of scotch. One might say you'd put it in a mug, and well, not many would do that. But let's just say you were to start out with a Glencairn and have a glass of Lagavulin. That would be a great way to start your day.
Lagavulin is my number 1 choice.
Look at that whiskey collection you got there.
That is a beautiful whiskey collection.
Thank
Very
you,
warm
thank
lighting.
you. I appreciate that. But what is your go-to scotch?
Oh, we only drink coffee here at Ben and Toby in the morning.
Sometimes
Yes,
with a Lagavulin.
yes.
If you were to introduce us to the world of alcohol, what would you tell us?
And what would you start with? Well, let's just say it really depends on your palate. You can go from, if you wanted to stand out in the cold rain, I would say you should start out with a Talisker. If you wanted to have a refreshing drink out in the sun, start with a scotch and soda, something that's light.
What about when you're waiting for the bus?
Bus, I would say, is it a rough day? Are you having a good day?
We only have good hit days here at Ben and Toby in the morning.
Yes. Okay. Well, I would recommend an Auchentoshan. It's a lovely crisp flavor. It really brings out that morning bus ride, that afternoon bus ride, the evening bus ride.
Interesting.
Really, the world's your oyster.
Well, Ben, I've never drunk in my life, but maybe we should just start.
For the first time, I guess. Here we go.
Thank you, Alyssa.
What's the harm?
Thank you very much, Alyssa.
We still have a few more correspondence before we let this all go completely out of hand.
Well, we definitely have an interesting correspondent, someone to guide our light and guide our way in these awful times. We have our Dungeon Master, and that is Zach. Zach, perception check.
How you doing, friends? I'm going to launch right into it because we don't have a lot of time in our brief moments together, our brief sojourns. So I'm going to launch right into it. We're going to go on a little adventure tonight. Every time it rolls around to my face, it's going to be adventure time. You can see in the background, I've got some fantastical artwork going on. Yeah. What we're going to do here today is you're going to be 3 museum curators. Now, you've been tasked with a quest to take back your country's artifacts, your cultural heritage from pretty much fantasy Britain, because they're dickheads. You're going to invade and capture back what your country's rightfully owed, which is your cultural heritage. Now, this museum that you're stealing into and stealing back your country's cultural heritage, that's going to be a kind of wizard's tower. Now, we're going to take this, every time it rolls around to me, we're going to take this in different steps. First step, we're going to establish what your characters are like. Second step, we're going to describe what this wizard's tower is going to be that you're stealing from. And third step, we're going to have a little adventure with you fine folks. So first step I want to hear is what wondrous, magnificent characters do you have on stand? Joel, first up, I want to hear from you. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Don't wish him good morning. He didn't donate.
If you're a fantastical museum curator, I want to know what it is you do. Who are we meeting, bud?
So my name would be Ben. I'd be a TV presenter for an early morning show.
Yep.
And but in the evenings, I curated at a museum. It's the whole character. That's it. That's just they're the main points.
That is a very deep character.
Very deep character.
This is why we get you on.
Incredible. How do you come up with this?
I don't know. I just don't know.
By the way, I feel like my virtual background is stopping the fact that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm trying to get back to the fact that my background has a sword in it.
We seem to be having some technical difficulties with our Dungeon Master.
That's fine. We're here.
We will come back to our Dungeon Master after we roll. Nat 20. Next up, who do we have?
We have our musical correspondent.
Our musical correspondent, Carl, the lyrical.
He's
the one and only.
Where did he go? There he is. Here he comes.
I'm right here.
Right there he is.
Oh, hello.
Beautiful Carl.
One sec.
Hello.
What have you got for us this evening / morning?
Oh, just working on some ditties. I can show you some quick bits and pieces before you guys move on and do your beautiful work there that's keeping me fresh and alive this beautiful morning. I have my weapon of choice. I did see Zach's sword there and the battleships. I like to use this little fella. Now, can anybody hear me?
We sure can.
Oh, wonderful.
With your beautiful ditty.
Now there's a Toby and there is a Ben. Mostly they just tell you how they've been. As far as I can tell, there's a Joel as well. Did he break in or is he one of them? They do shit with cameras so I don't need to. Most of it just quietly blows my mind. You might think they're crazy, but don't try to sort them out, because you'll just waste an awful lot of time. I have some more. I'll throw it in later when you guys cut back if you need.
Oh my God, Carl.
Thank you so much, Carl. That was the lyrical, our correspondent.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely
Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
I love having music written specifically about Ben and Toby. Not so much Joel.
Not so much, Joel. Apparently, Fiezi has just donated $10. So good morning.
Good
Fiezi.
morning, Fiezi. I would really like to cut to a very special correspondent. He knows a lot about a lot of things. He knows things about plaid. He knows things about board games. But he also knows things about how to run events. His name, Luke Lancaster. Luke Lancaster.
Well, fuck you, Ben. Fuck you, Toby. Fuck you, Joel. Especially because I'm following Carl. And because you didn't pay for me to say good morning. As you can see, I'm reporting live from the city of Mordheim, where there is very static chaos in the streets behind me. But yes, I am your plaid, coffee, and board game correspondent reporting. This game is called Pie. It's about making pies in London during the Blitz on a train running... No, it's not about any of that. Have you played Minesweeper?
I sure have played Minesweeper. It's definitely a game.
You've all worked
that
office
has been in
jobs,
my
I'm
life.
guessing, so you've played Minesweeper.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are very good with computers.
This is essentially competitive Minesweeper themed around film noir investigations.
Wow, that actually sounds pretty cool.
It is very cool. Every game I'm going to talk to you about tonight is a cool game, so you can
Okay.
take those recommendations to the bank.
Absolutely. So, this game in particular, would you rate it a 1 or a 75?
Is that the only options on this scale?
That's it. That's all you got.
Ooh. It's a 75. It's a 75.
That's a pretty great score.
That's a pretty great score. 75.
I'm assuming
75 out of 75.
the 75
That's
is
10
better.
out of 10.
We just have to stop you there for a second, Luke, because we have a bunch of donations coming in. Juxty, the text is really small. Juxty has donated $10, so good morning, Juxty.
Yep,
Good
you
morning.
got a comment. Is this a good morning?
It's
it sure is a good morning.
Bloody beautiful morning, Juxty.
It's a good
just
morning.
donated to cancer.
Good morning, Juxty.
Lettuce Head has donated $25, which means they get to choose... Let me just bring up... I forgot what the numbers were. $25, choose a correspondent.
But in the comments, they wrote, wish me a good sleep for the morning, up latte. I miss Shanty Nights so much. Fuck cancer. I'm out.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lettuce Head.
And Beffy has donated $10, and she has said, good morning for Beth Plus.
Good morning for Beth Plus.
Yeah, that's, if you pay for those things over there, you too could get those things.
Those things.
Now, this is a very important cause that we are raising money for. And I think we could always come back to someone who has a lot to say about cure cancer. Over here, someone who knows a lot. It's our correspondent, Austin Adamson, over at the distillery. Toby, get the button. Now, Austin, last year, you worked a little bit working at PAX West 2019. Yeah, what was your involvement again? I can't quite remember. Let's run it through.
Mostly just sitting around drinking beers and coffee.
That's fair.
But mostly coffee.
Mostly coffee.
I was running the Wombat Theater there at PAX Australia, making sure that we could, keep the show going and create the best live generosity, crowd-viewed content to raise money for Cure Cancer.
So, Austin, one of my favorite memories from PAX 2019, or should I say PAX Oz 2019, was you being slimed. Tell us a little bit about you being slimed.
Well, it was a pretty routine sliming, if I'd say so myself. There was an audience. There was a bucket full of slime and a tarp underneath me, and the bucket was raised about 2 meters high, and then tipped over, and then the slime then poured out of the bucket onto my head, down my face,
Austin,
down my shoulders with the help of gravity.
I have a comment, first of all. You said it was a routine sliming. From memory, the slime was blue. And, if I am to recall correctly, slime traditionally is green.
That is
so
correct, yeah.
that is definitely not routine at all. That's something special, and we should acknowledge that. While we're at acknowledging things, we have noticed that Festivus here has donated $50. Drink up, boys.
And now, because Austin is our correspondent, our rum correspondent, it only makes sense that he would also drink the rest of his mug.
This is true.
It just makes sense.
You gonna drink up, boys?
Sure.
Drink up.
Yeah.
Drink up.
To
Cheers.
Festivus. Right?
I love a good coffee.
Oh, that coffee is delicious.
Lovely.
It's a good coffee.
Oh,
That is a good coffee.
nothing.
While I'm finishing my coffee, Beffy has also donated $25 and is asking for this good coffee. Rusty, a.k.a. Big Dog, and also a good morning for Luke. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, Luke.
Donate yourself next time, maybe.
Yeah. Here's your Rusty.
We're just going to enjoy this scene while we finish our coffees. And also, I think someone else donated $50. V. Jims.
We have to fill these cups.
All right, let's fill them up.
And then clear them again.
We're just going to do that while you look at
this beautiful dog who's enjoying his mug. What a mug on that dog.
That dog knows all about coffee.
All right, are we going to enjoy the rest of this cup?
It looks like we've got to catch up on all these donations. So maybe we put Rusty in the side view. Right.
All right, this is for V. Jims.
V. Jims?
Good coffee.
Good morning, coffee.
Now, while we're drinking that, Fisk U has donated $10. So, good morning.
Good morning,
Fisk
Fisk
U.
U.
Fuck you guys and fuck cancer.
Fuck you guys and fuck cancer.
What an adorable puppet. So who are we cutting to next here at the studio?
Luke Lancaster has donated $10. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, Luke.
Maybe we should cut back to Luke just to wish him a real good morning.
Here we go. Cutting back to Luke
yes,
Lancaster.
We are. I believe we are.
Our board game, plat, gin, and other things.
And if you would like a good morning, make sure to donate $10.
Good morning, thank you.
Oh, Luke's back. All right.
Here we go.
Good morning, Luke.
You said
Good
you were
morning,
cutting
Luke.
back, so I unmuted myself. That's how I was doing this.
Yes. It seems like you got out of Mordheim. How was the holiday?
Yes, look, it was rough. There was a local element that I wasn't too happy being around. For my own safety, I fled the city. But good morning. Thank you for cutting back. I don't have a bit to jump to just yet. But
no,
that's fine.
That's fine because we just got another $50 donation, which is from Felicia.
That's some good coffee.
Yeah. I think we need to bring up our book correspondent while we deal with our another mug.
We certainly do. Cutting back to our book correspondent, Felicia.
Here she is. Thanks, Felicia, for this lovely mug of coffee.
You're so welcome, boys. I thought you might want some while you listen to a book. Are we ready?
Right ahead.
Yes, we are ready. Sorry, I just muted.
Okay, so right now I'm reading Neil Gaiman's American Gods. Shadow could have been in his bed at home, he thought, in the apartment that he had shared with Laura, in the bed that he had shared with Laura. But the thought of being there without her, surrounded by her things, her scent, her life was simply too painful. Don't go there, thought Shadow. He decided to think about something else. He thought about coin tricks. Shadow knew that he did not have the personality to be a magician. He could not weave the stories that were so necessary for belief, nor did he wish to do card tricks, nor produce paper flowers. But he just wanted to manipulate coins. He liked the craft of it. He started to list the coin vanishes he had mastered, which reminded him of the coin he had tossed into Laura's grave. And then, in his head, Audrey was telling him that Laura had died with Robbie's cock in her mouth. You're welcome. And once again, he felt a small hurt in his heart. Every hour wounds, the last one kills. Where had he heard that? The thought of Wednesday's comment and smiled, despite himself. Shadow had heard too many people telling each other not to repress their feelings, to let their emotions out and let the pain go. Shadow thought there was a lot to be said for bottling up emotions. How's the coffee, boys?
Coffee. The coffee is good.
The coffee is quite good.
We just got a donation from Luke, who has said, Carl needs to sing.
Well, I'm sorry. Before we cut to our musical correspondent, I have been alerted that our small dog may have woken up. So let's all be quiet as we cut to our small dog correspondent. This is Pinky. She has woken up.
Oh, it's a small dog. Hello?
It's such a small dog. Papa Matt is on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Hey. Well, we've got a really small dog here. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this small dog, Matt.
Oh, there are reports that the reason why she's so small is that she's actually a Chihuahua, which sometimes I don't believe. I think she's a fairy, but yeah, she's a real dog. She's a real dog, and she's just very small.
A Chihuahua, was that a surprise to you?
Well, look, I had my suspicions because she's so small. She might have been a Chihuahua, and that's the advice I'd been given. But I still believe she is a fairy. But yeah, I think she actually is a Chihuahua. It's crazy.
Now,
but,
you named your dog Tenchi, which, from what I understand, means angel. Could you elaborate a little bit about that name choice?
Yep. Well, when we rescued Tenchi, her name was actually Angel, and it's a sweet name, but we thought it sounded cooler in Japanese, so now her name's Tenchi.
Well, that is.
Plus, her name ends in like an E noise, and that's always good when your dog ends in like an E noise. You know, it's
Tenchi.
A bit of a good rule. Tenchi. Oh, yeah, she's very
cute.
So she is a Chihuahua, and it's crazy. She's the best. She just had a couple of teeth taken out, little 5 teeth taken out the other day, because Chihuahuas genetically don't have great mouths, and we rescued her. But she's a sweetheart. She's a little machine.
Look at this beautiful dog.
Is anyone else crying a little bit?
I think we do need to cut to our crying correspondent, Carl.
Carl, Tenchi, it's been beautiful seeing you, but we'll let you have a beautiful little rest. You gorgeous little delicious dog. Thank you so much for that.
No worries, guys. Tiny Dog signing out.
Goodbye, Tiny Dog.
Goodbye, Tiny Dog. And we're coming back with Carl, our musical correspondent.
Carl looks like he's fetched himself a coffee. Whoa, holy shit.
That is a big coffee.
That is a lion-sized coffee.
Fit for a king.
Wow.
Oh, that's
so Carl,
too nice.
What kind of music do you have ready for us after such a beautiful display of affection from Matt?
Well, I just like to give a small warning. Look out for Sam, the one who's from the ocean. You'll wish you were there in his stead. 'Cause if it weren't for Ryan reeling that boy in, goodness me, the lot of you'd be dead. Mind you, Ryan could do it while he's sleeping. The man can organize a festival. But Sam is just a mystery, like magic tricks from Yuck. The one with aces Joel ain't guessed at all. Thank you. That's me for now. I will see you on the other side.
Thank you so much,
Carl.
Carl.
You are amazing.
You are beautiful. We love you, and you are incredible.
This may be the coffee talking, but you're pretty good.
You're a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
So, you said a word, magic, that made me think of one of our other correspondents, and that correspondent is Zach. Zach, our DM. Where are we right now?
Yeah. You are standing outside this wizard's tower. Now, we're going to do a little bit of improvisational world building together. So we've got our characters. We've got Ben, the TV presenter. We've got Ben's character, and we've got Toby's character. Both
Should we flesh those out?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little fleshing out. Ben, speak to your character. What do you feel is their wants, needs, desires?
So the first thing that pops to mind when I think of my character is its name. And its name is Roll Jenny.
Roll Jenny. Yep.
Good old Roll Jenny.
Yeah. Scourge of the North.
The bushy-haired, bushy-beard curator of the museum. that
So you're the
really
head.
loves...
You're the head curator.
Well, sure. Let's say that the head's
Sure.
big, so we are the head. Therefore, that's what we are, the head.
And Toby, what's your fantastical character that you want to embody for our adventure tonight?
I'm just going to be a cow in jeans.
Just a cow. Cow in... Is that an anthropomorphic cow or just a real quadrupedal cow?
Just a regular cow, but with jeans on the bottom end.
Regular
covering the udders.
cow with jeans.
What about the front?
No, it's fucking... Have you seen cows? They're fucking buff. Like, don't need a shirt.
Don't need jeans.
Yeah.
All right, we have Ben, the TV presenter. We have Roll Jenny, the head curator, and we have a
cow in jeans.
A cow in jeans. Now you're standing in front of this wizard's tower. You know inside this tower resides the artifacts of your people. You want to bring this home back to its where it belongs. We're gonna establish some rules and some things about this wizard's tower. For instance, you can say literally anything. You can be like the third floor is in an entire forest. What I'll do is I'll put a dice into my little mug here, like this, and then during our adventure, you can roll said dice to add to your roll. So, what do you want to add to this wizard's tower?
Apparently, Sam just donated $50. So we're gonna.
Sam, do not give the parrot.
Don't let the parrot.
But Sam, I hope that you will finish your mug with us. I know it's not quite a mug, but I hope you would finish it.
Well, a stein technically could be considered a mug. I needed to finish it because this guy, yes, I'm talking about you, decided he wanted some. So, yes, enjoy your coffee. I'll enjoy my beer.
The only way to get up in the morning, late at night, is with a coffee.
Absolutely.
Well, it gets pretty lonely out in the ocean, and I wanted somebody else to drink with. Otherwise, people would say I'd have a problem.
Do you want some? Do you want some actual coffee, Ben? Thank you for the $50 donation.
I just wanted I wanted somebody to drink with. That's all I was asking for. And you need your coffee, and that's
Sam, I know you've been working hard. You absolutely have been working hard.
Oh, and we had another donation for $10 from El Batch, saying breaking 20K, and good morning, Joe. Good morning to you, El Batch. We're not breaking 20K. We're almost breaking.
We're a sliver away from 20K, and
Very
that
close.
rhymed, and that's pretty great to
Sorry,
me.
I'm just on Sam while I pour myself a new coffee.
Just on the coffee pour as well.
Yeah.
So Sam, how are the seas out there at the moment?
Sam, tell us a little bit about the seas.
Well, so after discussing things with my first mate Django here, I'm talking about you. Just give it a second. He, your first mate generally has your ear. They're your right hand man, and we decided to deploy this destroyer to go fuck up Cancer.
Absolutely.
And we thought that's the best use of that destroyer is to go in there and just absolutely fuck it up. No, I told them I'm fucking it up with it. I've already told them.
Sam,
So just give it a second.
we don't
Yes.
want a mutiny aboard your castle, and by castle, I mean the ship called Castle.
What?
What?
What that means?
His ship is called Castle.
No, it is not.
Sam, back me. Back me, Sam. I
For
don't want
$50
infighting
donation,
among
I will
you.
back you.
Sure.
Look, I think when Ben said castle, I think what he really meant was to cut to the castle.
The castle in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Where they make whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
I got
Alyssa Grant.
Hello, Alyssa. How's it going?
We are back. Tell us
Thank
a
you
little
so
bit
much.
about your favorite Islay.
What's that?
So,
A whiskey from the Isles.
Oh, okay.
there are so many islands that I am just all about. In fact, I would say that is likely my favorite region. I think that Lagavulin 16 is easily my favorite. However, I realized that there were three recommendations that I came up with while everyone was going around and talking about the various things. First of all, while Luke was in Mordheim, I do recommend trying out some Lefroy. It is very harsh, makes you feel like you're in hell.
Beautiful.
Smoky, beautiful, hellish, you know?
So I have a glass that says, smells like hell, tastes like heaven. And I would agree.
You know, very well put. Very, very, very well put.
I will have to say, Alyssa, that my favourite Islay may be Oban, which has a little bit of a taste of an orange peel, and it is quite sweet, not quite smoky, but still a little bit peaty.
For a coffee fan,
Yes.
you sure know a lot about Islay.
You know, over here it says that the flavor of Oban is citrus that explodes out and is complemented with nutty undertones and dashes of vanilla. So good choice.
Absolutely. I wouldn't choose that over a Lagavulin, but it's still pretty bloody
wouldn't.
good.
So I will say, when we saw sweet Tenchi, it really reminded me of a really nice Balbeni. So if you're sitting there with Tenchi having a very lovely, sweet time, you might as well pair that with Balbeni 14-year Caribbean cask.
That
It
sounds
is-
like a lovely experience.
Isn't it? It is distilled in a sherry cask. It is lovely, sweet, smooth. It's delightful. Whereas, as Fel was going through her story with Shadow and Laura, all Shadow could ever think about would be, you know, her body. So the flavor of the Balvenie Double Wood is sweet with good body, and I think that is a very good recommendation for Shadow over there.
Now that you've brought that up, that sounds like a perfect opportunity to cut to our narrative and book correspondent, Felicia. Wait.
Hello, Felicia. Please continue your story.
Toby, clearly, this is not the Felicia we know.
Well,
this is clearly Austin Adamson of Balmer Peak Distillery.
I can tell you the story about rum.
Never mind, Austin. Felicia is here now. Felicia,
I am
please
here
continue
now.
your beautiful story.
Excellent. I am now reading from Machine of Death. See if I can get us a good page here. Dalton was looking down at his hands. They were dirty and maybe a little bloody too. One of his thumbnails was split wide open. I guess I always just figured, what the hell, you know? They were in the jungle now and things were quiet, relatively speaking. They were just sitting there like nothing happened. Just two guys sitting in the jungle waiting for the shock to wear off. I mean, it's going to happen either way, right? Johnny sat still, hugging his legs and his arms. He was younger and smaller than Dalton, just out of basic. The sunburnt skin was still peeling off his bare shoulders. In a few more weeks, he'd be tanned just as deep as everyone else. Still, man, he said. The army? Dalton laughed, his lips curling around his big teeth. Yeah, I know. So, boys, would you drink more of that coffee if I donated again? Would you say?
Please elaborate on what you've just said, Felicia.
Would you drink more coffee if I donated $50 more?
Of course, that's part of the rules. Absolutely.
That is on the rules.
If we could flash up the rules.
There you go.
Yeah, it's up in the morning.
$50. Fresh pots. That's us. Pot of the Black.
We're still waiting for the $1,000 you get to be a correspondent.
Has not happened yet.
If anyone has...
It terrifies
I did say in chat earlier that I would, for $1,000, drive up and punch Joel in the face. So
I would do it.
I'd watch it happen.
Look, I've been punched in the face for less. So.
Felicia,
All right.
are you happy where you left your story?
I have about 15 different stories here just for you guys. So keep coming back to me and I'll have a different one every time.
That sounds incredible, and we really will come back to you. Thank you, Felicia.
You're welcome.
Now I feel like at this point we will never know what will happen on a segment like this.
No.
It might go fast, it might go slow, it might go to the left, it might go to the right.
Sometimes segments like these, with so many live callers, have technical difficulties. And with technical difficulties we definitely need to check in with our IT specialist.
He's coming.
He's coming.
he's coming.
I'm checking in on IT.
Look at this IT guy. He can't even bring himself up
Ryan.
to the beat.
Ryan.
Hey, guys. Okay, for starters, you only told me that you were going to have 3 correspondents. Like, we did not
sorry,
have the bandwidth for
Ryan, we talked about this. Many people expressed interest. I said maybe 3.
Did you read your emails? I can check it.
Ryan, I'm doing my best. It's hard to check emails when I'm live on television, especially around the world.
Around the world, Ryan.
Let me tell you, Rusty's let's talk about around the world. Rusty's followings alone almost brought down all our servers. All that traffic all at once literally
Ryan,
destroyed our
speaking
servers.
of Rusty, we are crossing back to Rusty. Rusty McBones, what is happening at Rusty McBones HQ?
He's
Rusty,
definitely there.
here he is. What a beautiful specimen of a dog.
There he
Rusty,
goes.
could you tell us a little bit about what you're experiencing today?
You speak? Hello, gentlemen. We're not quite in such a chatty mood now, but we have moved from our lovely lit couch to a more approachable common man sitting on the floor situation.
Absolutely.
I think silence often speaks more than
Than words,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, as we heard, the voice of our Rusty correspondent, Christina, could you tell us a bit about Rusty's mood this evening?
Rusty's mood, as always, is very food motivated. And so if anyone would like to donate to Generosity, to donate little treats to Rusty for him to do trick, he would love to eat and also fight cancer at the same time. They are 2 of his passions.
I've heard that Rusty actually once had cancer in his eye hole.
Yes, he has a very attractive, he won't show it, he's a little bit sensitive. But yes, lovely Rusty McBones is living with vision impairment. He's had one eye removed and some of his beautiful wrinkles removed as well, because he also was a sheltered dog like little Tenchi, and he's been very, very sick, but he's on the mend now and is working really hard to be a very good boy.
And that is a quality doggo.
That is a quality doggo.
And Toby, could you tell us the social following that we could go to follow Rusty?
Yes, you can go to at Rusty McBones on Instagram, and there you'll find more of this beautiful one-eyed dog who also hates cancer. So donate to cure cancer, and he'll smile a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Now, what happens when you donate to cure cancer through Generosity? I feel like there's only one person who really knows about what's happening with the finances for those kind of donations. We should bring up our correspondent.
Which one?
Generosity.
Schlee.
Yeah, that's one.
Schlee, we are going to cross to you right now, our treasurer of Generosity, Mr. Schlee. Where are you?
Mr. Schlee.
Hi, I'm on the way. I'm moving from Singapore to Adelaide. So I've been trying to run this show, but I'm currently at the airport, sitting, waiting for the plane to leave.
Schlee.
An incredible show. But I'm actually really happy to be back in Australia with you guys. I can't wait to be in the
Absolutely,
studio.
Schlee. Can I confirm, earlier in the show, you were between Los Angeles and Nevada, and now you are on your way to Adelaide via Singapore. Could you please elaborate on this fact that you have presented to me tonight?
LSD is a hell of a drug.
Look, fair point.
I think we're actually having a feed somehow get into this same call. Let's see what happens.
Oh, here we go.
Is this going to work? I think we've got a representative from Cure Cancer.
A representative from Cure Cancer is crossing into our call right now. We have Connor.
I don't think he is.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Oh, look, he has got in the middle of our feed. I don't know how it's
Connor,
happened.
I don't know how our feeds have crossed. Someone has crossed the streams, even though it has been told not to do. Connor, could you tell us a little bit more about Cure Cancer and why we should donate money?
Sure. Well, first of all, it is a great cause trying to raise money to cure cancer. We all know everybody, or I'm sure everybody has at least one experience with a loved one that has had cancer. I think the stats are pretty, they're very depressing actually for cancer in terms of incident rates and how many people actually have it. So it would be a great thing if we could have for what we have for ovarian cancer, which is a cure somewhat for ovarian cancer, instead, for other cancers as well. And that's kind of the ultimate goal, is to get to a point where we're trying to make it the last generation to die from cancer. And the only way we can effectively do that is through scientific research. So all the donations that you've done over the last few days, all the donations you're doing tonight, hopefully the donations you're doing tomorrow and Monday, they're going towards cancer research and to hopefully provide that hope to everybody, and to also people who may be experiencing cancer or know somebody who's going through cancer. Just provide, I don't know, some hope, and hopefully we can get there. And in our lifetime, maybe, we might eventually find a cure for most common types of cancer, like we have for ovarian.
Absolutely, Connor. And let me be the not first to say, fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. I know that most of us here at Generosity have had experiences with cancer, and that is why we are here. So first of all, I'd like to really reiterate that we are only $400 away from the $20,000 mark.
Wow.
Of raising money.
That's amazing.
$400 away from raising money to $20,000, which has far surpassed our mark of $1,000 for PAX Online since last year.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Sorry, $100,000.
$100,000.
But also, to be fair, every generosity always starts off with a goal of $200.
Okay.
So we hope that it goes further, but we're very realistic.
Absolutely.
And so when we start a show, we're like, if we hit $200,000, $200. That's $200 more than
we would have had.
Than we would have had.
Absolutely.
And you just got to be realistic about these things.
And when I think about dollars, thank you so much, Connor. But when I think about dollars, I think about the Wild West. Matt Stapleton, what's going on in the Wild West tonight?
All right, guys. I've just moved along from my previous location, and I thought I'll get a little bit higher. And I'll,
Matt, would you mind turning your camera around?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a look at what I'm looking at here. It's a bit different from before. And here we are. We are at the top of Mount.
Earlier this evening, it was nighttime. I do not understand your time zone, but this is beautiful.
I've been riding all night, and I came through here. It's again sunset though, so it's a weird timeline. I've had to put a jacket on because as you can see, a little bit of snow now. And I'm sitting here looking over Big Valley, looking out to the Grizzlies to the west there. And it is beautiful conditions for a beautiful sunset over my shoulder here.
So, Matt,
how are you guys
tell
traveling?
us a little bit about what's going on in your beautiful surroundings right now?
Looks beautiful, by the way.
I cannot understand it.
Honestly, over the back there, sun's setting. I've climbed up Mount Shant. I have slept at the bottom overnight. Sort of rested up, made for the summit in the morning. It took me a while to get back up here, and as you can see, sun is setting here. It is a beautiful time of the day, golden hour, if you will. And from here, I might go down, and because of all the doggo content, I might go hunting a dog. Go pet some dogs.
Go find yourself a dog.
So, Matt, one thing I
Yeah.
really wanted to ask earlier in the show, but I was a little bit embarrassed to ask because I know you so well. And I was a little bit embarrassed that I didn't know the answer. But could you tell me the name of your horse?
Yes, my horse's name is, in fact, Jolene.
Jolene.
She looks after me. Jolene.
I'm begging you, Matt. I am begging you. What would you say to the people watching the show to raise money for this evening?
Look, I'd just say just do it. I think as a man of the Wild West, even a couple of dollars is a lot for me. But I'd recommend just. I know you futuristic modern folk. Money's more valuable, I guess. So I definitely recommend throwing a bit of money towards cancer. If you've played this game at all, you know that cancer will destroy lives.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. We will cross back to you very soon to the Wild West.
We're just going to have to do some housekeeping
Thanks,
here.
guys.
A bunch of donations have come in, I think. First was El Batch, who donated $10. Good morning.
Good morning, El Batch.
From Ben and
Good
Toby.
morning.
Joel.
Sorry.
He paid $10 specifically to get a good morning from Ben and Toby. So if you could be silent for a moment, Toby, one more time.
Good morning. From
Good morning.
Ben and Toby.
From Ben and Toby.
I'm Toby.
I am Ben. And you are El Batch.
Dark Roast or Light Roast has donated $50, so we need to be
finishing our coffees.
Drinking another coffee.
Fresh pot. It would be lovely if we could switch to another correspondent for a moment while we finish.
We have one more.
One more?
We have another
Joel's
as well.
mom has donated $25. Good morning to the 3 cutest boys. Thank you, Joel's mom.
Thank you, Jill. Lovely to
Jill.
see you.
Love your brownies.
Joel's mom.
Love your brownies. Love your blintzes. Everything has been incredible.
The sticky date pudding.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Absolute wow.
And we also got $10 from Satan, who didn't leave a comment. Oh, wait, did he?
Wait, Satan?
No, didn't leave
Satan?
a comment, but thank you,
Good morning, Satan.
for fighting cancer with us.
Good morning.
We should cut now live to one of our correspondents before I have to finish this drink.
Let's cross live to the tiny dog.
This one, all right.
It's coming.
All right, there it is. The
Tiny dog, here we go.
everyone.
Now, everybody be quiet, because Tenchi the tiny dog appears to be asleep. If you would like to donate more money because of the sleeping chihuahua named Tenchi, which also means angel in English, that would be most appreciated. English is the language of the majority of people I assume to be watching this, so therefore, please give us money.
Maybe we could get Carl on to sing her a bedtime song.
That would be lovely. Carl, the lyrical, I would really appreciate it if you could sing Tenchi, which also means angel in English, a beautiful bedtime story or song / musical. Thank you, Carl.
Oh, hello, Tenchi. Now, I'll have to continue my adventure of this song, but I'll do it as smoothly and peacefully as I can for the beautiful Tenchi. Great name, great dog. Now Austin likes to act like he knows nothing. A whiskey-making Forrest Gump Jon Snow. But never let your guard down, 'cause you just gotta know his disapproving glare will take your soul. Now speaking of the soulless, there's Lonely Callan, my game-trained brother, my super number 2. He is far from soulless, the man's a goddamn king. But have you seen the white walls in his room? It seems one of us is running away. So most think that he is MIA. More like MIT, or maybe NI6. Behind the streams, the man is asleep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely beautiful stuff there.
That was incredible, Carl.
Thank you.
We are just taking... Do you have another song while Ben pulls another coffee?
I
Carl,
do.
I'm currently pouring myself a coffee, and it is a large
please.
one. I would say it is a grande.
A grande.
Oh, wow. Fit for
Well.
a Lion King.
Well, you know what? We're right at the very end of this song, so I'm just gonna take it to the end. Alyssa likes a Scotch and Matt's a cowboy. Fellas reading books I need to read. Zach is on adventure to find another jacket. Connor speaks of money that we need. Oh crap, it turns out Luke is here as well. So I write a verse while acting natural. No matter what the cost, because, well, he's the boss. But he's none the wiser, far as I can tell. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful stuff there, Carl.
That was our musical correspondent, Carl, and we have a special magical correspondent crossing in right now.
Right
Who do
now,
we
here
have?
it comes.
Well, we have Guy.
Magical.
Or Yug, whatever you want to say. Let's go.
How's it going, Yug?
Oh, hello, everyone, for this special occasion. Look, I just want to drop in very quickly. I just want to do one very quick magic trick. This is a trick that I've actually done many times for Joel in particular, right? And I've never told him how it's done, and this is the trick that annoys him and frustrates him the most. But I figured for this particular time, for all the effort that he's actually put in to actually pull all this together, I thought it would be fantastic if I did the trick and then I actually showed him how it's done. How does that sound, Joel?
Look, I really want to know how this trick works, but I'm also very aware
I know you do.
that there is always at least one person who wants to donate to stop me from knowing about this trick.
That's true.
And I've had to come to terms with the fact that I can't...
Well, before we get into that, how many people want to donate money to ensure that Joel never knows the secret of this magic trick? You have 10 seconds. 10.
Okay, well, let's see what happens in 10 seconds.
9. 8.
How long does it take for donations?
This is riveting.
7. 6. 5. 4.
Hey, Joel, this might be your moment.
I guess
This
he's
might be
gonna
it.
learn.
2. 1. Joel's gonna.
Okay. Joel, are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Let's learn.
This is it. I got a limited amount of time. Here we go. So this trick requires 2 ace of diamonds and an ace of spade for this one particular trick, all right? So all you need to do, I'm going to try and stand up and do it. You just need to pay attention, right? It's a story. A guy comes up to me in a bar. He says, check it out. I have 3 cards, okay? I say, I'm going to push this down a little bit. You got 3 cards. All right, so what? The first card on top, ace of diamonds, which you take over here, hold there. Next card on top, also the ace of diamonds, right? Next card is the ace of spades. So I say, all right, you got 3 cards, so what? What do you want me to do? He says, well, it's real simple. All I want you to do is keep your eyes on what happens to the ace of spades. So he takes ace of spades off the top of the pack and puts it on the bottom. Say, well, just so you put the ace of spades on the bottom. He's like, no, that's the ace of diamonds. Well, hold on a second. That's a diamond on the bottom. That must be a spade on the top. Well, that's a diamond too. Well, if that's a diamond on the bottom and the top, that must be a spade in the middle. No, that's a diamond as well. Well, now you have 3 ace of diamonds. He's like, no, because you've got the ace of spades on the bottom. But wait, if that's a spade on the bottom, that must be a diamond on top. He's like, no, it's a spade as well. But if that's a spade on the bottom of the top, that's got to be a diamond. No, that's a diamond too. That's a spade as well. Like, well, now you got 3 ace of spades. It's like, actually, I have the ace of diamonds, and the ace of diamonds. I say, all right, you're tricking me. You're cheating. What's the go? He says, well, check it out. Actually, I have the ace of diamonds, also have the ace of spades, also have the ace of hearts.
It's ridiculous.
This makes no sense. That is magic. That is witchcraft. I do not understand.
It really...
That is true. That's true. But
I
look,
watched
this
it so many times. And the
I know.
first time...
I know it's super frustrating for you. So
I love it so much.
This is the moment.
Why should
people
donate to cure cancer?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm
Joel,
ready.
this is how it works, okay?
Why is Carl? Who put Carl on the thing? No. Carl.
Play music, Carl, now.
Where
did Chuck go?
He cut. He's so clever. Now.
I can't believe Yug turned up.
magic.
Oh my god.
Poofed. I cannot believe what has happened in this Zoom. We will never know.
Was he even here?
Was Yug here? We will never know. Whatever happened.
I cannot believe I fell for that.
So, in the time that Yug was doing absolute witchcraft, black magic, absolute against the Bible, no one needs to know. Some donations came through.
Joel's mom donated $10. Good morning, Joel's mom.
Good morning, Jill.
We've been saying good morning to her every day.
We really have.
I need to go cough in the corner.
Ben's mum, that's my mum, said, Ben's mum and dad said no more coffee, but in brackets. But they donated $50, so I guess...
Oh, Jesus, that's a big coffee.
That's a big coffee.
Wait, I'm missing out on the coffee. Cheers to Yug.
Cheers
for
to Yug.
continuing to frustrate me with that trick.
But cheers to
also,
Ben's mum and Ben's dad.
Ben's mum and dad?
Donating $50 for us to finish our coffee. No more coffee. Hey, I'll be back.
It's also donated $50. So we'll catch up to that one.
We will refill and get back to that.
The Lyrical has donated $100.
What has... Don't tell Joel. What are we not telling Joel, Carl?
Oh, that was for the magic trick.
Oh, for the magic trick. But
Yes,
you
of
have
course.
donated quite a lot of money, and I feel like that gives you a free pass. What do you want to do?
Wow. I just really didn't want him to know. It's very dear to my heart, the magic and the wizardry of Yug.
Carl, in that
Yes.
case, could I give you a request?
Yes, of course.
Would
Yes.
I be able to give you a request of horse wall?
All right. Horse wall.
Horse wall.
Okay, good.
Horse wall. I don't even know how the other half goes. For real.
That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. We'll go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, I'll pick you up, I'll pick you up, yeah.
I was like, good gracious, as bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience, looking for the right time to shoot my steam, looking for the right time to
flash them teeth in
I'm leaving, please believe me. Me and the rest of my heathen. Check it out like the top, the four seasons, penthouse, rooftop, birds I'm feeding. No deceiving, nothing else my stealing, no teasing. I need you to get up on that dance floor. Get in there, what are you asking for? 'Cause that's the way it's gonna be, little darling. We'll go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Like Matt, way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, I'll pick you up, I'll pick you up.
That was incredible.
We're going to a... All right.
Calm down.
Calm down. Thank you. We're going to another musical act now. Callan, all the way in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia.
Callan, I really hope you have your guitar at the ready in your paradise that you're in.
Beautiful day in Melbourne.
No, I don't. I've actually fled Melbourne, fellas. So I'm out here now, fleeing the quarantine zone of Melbourne. I'm out here on a undisclosed, deserted island. Just don't tell that boat guy where I am, because
Callan, is it Fiji? Because it looks a little bit like Fiji.
Look, I'll give you a clue. It's out in the water somewhere, off the coast of Australia somewhere, but
New
before
Caledonia.
America.
I do believe that the exact island that you fled to has a guitar in the background.
Really? Really? I don't see it. I see a nice hammock there, and there goes my arm disappearing into the void somehow. But there's a nice hammock here.
Can you play the hammock?
I can play the hammock. Actually, wait.
He's gonna play the hammock.
Guitar is.
Just.
I'm actually serious. No, I don't. Wait. There it is. It's across. Hold up. It's on the other side of the beach. Hold up, folks.
It's all right. We'll let our correspondent Callan get straight across the breach to get.
Oh, that was actually pretty quick.
Oh wow, that was very.
Yeah. It's a small island, guys. It's a small island. It's not very
hammock.
far. Yeah, it's a tiny hammock. I can barely fit my feet in there. So yes.
Callan, I would really
Yes.
like to hear a beautiful song about the absolute isolation that you are currently in and how we can donate to cure cancer.
Don't you have a music correspondent for this?
Look, man, it's you now.
Did you sack that guy?
No, he did too well. Now he's got to do a double.
Gotta go do a double. Whoa, that sounded horrible. I don't know if I've got this thing even tuned again. Can you please sing with me, Carl? I know you can hear this.
All right, looks like
You're just
there's
fucking smiling at me there. All right, okay. Hold up a second. Hold up, okay.
I
Carl.
believe that someone else's. There's a feed somehow just entered into the chat. I don't know how it happened.
There is definitely a lyrical in the chat. Lyrical, could you speak up and let us know that you are here?
Wow. Callan, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this moment.
Do you want to sing Wonderwall to everyone, Carl?
No.
And I know you don't know how to play it, but surely you know the words.
No, I have taken a vow of abstinence against Wonderwall. It's an ancient Giga's vow. What are we actually?
I don't know actually what we're doing.
Donation
Right now. We're just
songs
making this-
and songs of
that's right.
loneliness. You know.
That's right.
You can let's sing about generosity.com.au and where you can
That's
throw
right.
money and all that.
Oh,
I
there you go.
I'm sorry. Well, let me just fires are just everywhere. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
Let me just have a little press of that button.
What about if
Fucking-
you sung horses to the tune of Wonderwall?
No.
Would that be Wonder Horses then?
I guess it would be.
I don't know if it would work though. I don't know if it would work.
I might just have a little play with those lyrics while you play.
What Wonderwall to you, and then you can chime in with some lyrical goodness. on
Singing
top?
the old thing.
Is this even in sync? Like, is this just going to sound horrific out in the world? I hope our audio guy Ryan's onto this one. I blame Ryan otherwise.
He's probably going good. He's probably going great.
He's probably going good. He's probably going good. All right, you ready?
Always ready.
Okay.
Oh, light is in the air.
I can't even remember how to play this song.
Oh, we're just getting started. I was feeling
Hold
that.
up. I
Like,
think it's 4. It's not 2, is it? No, I have no idea. I've not played that in a while. But I'll play one of your songs too, and you can sing. It's way out of tune, guys. You're killing me here, guys.
this is good. And now I do understand that our good friend and hero Callan Davison wasn't ready. He hadn't done the warm-up thing in the backstage where he does.
I hadn't even checked that the strings were tuned, mate.
Callan. We have hit 20K.
20K.
We have hit
20Ks.
Holy shit!
Oh
Well,
my
that happened
gosh.
right here.
So,
Callan,
wow.
while you're holding your guitar, it's all your wildest dreams come true.
So
This
when
is
I
crazy.
think of the number 20K, I think there is a 2. And when I look at you two, the game train, I think there might be a 2. So I feel like that says duet to me.
Yep.
I feel like Schlee's going to be able to afford another private
go.
jet now.
Let's do this, Callan.
What are we even doing?
Just strum anything you like, my good man.
While you guys are working that out, Fiezi has donated $10. Good morning, Fiezi.
Good morning, Fiezi.
Which one's Fiezi?
Fiezi.
Is that Fiezi? That's
It's Sam.
Is that
Let me
El
just have a
Fiezi?
look. If he's there as well, is Fiezi? Are you there?
I'm still here.
Fiezi.
So we sent the destroyer across to the Atlantic. We met Yug, and I picked up this U-Butte little mug. So I'm now in tune with everyone.
Sam.
But I do believe that donation was for Carl to play Wanderer. But
Oh, Wanderer.
Wait.
God, I have to play
Wanderer.
that for Sam.
Oh,
I
Wanderer.
don't know anything. Do you know anything?
Oh, my
He doesn't know
goodness.
anything either.
Oh, yes. Let's do some Wanderer. All right, okay. This is for the man in the ocean who I spoke so harshly about earlier, but he is just a beautiful man. I'm the type of guy that will never settle down where pretty girls are. Well, you know that I'm around. I hold him and I squeeze him. To me, all the same. I kiss him and I love him, and they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. Oh, I'm the Wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Call me that Wanderer. Oh, I'm the Wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. I'm the type of guy that will never settle down, never in one place. I roam from town to town. What if I'm myself? I'm falling for some girl. I hop running in a van of mine and drive around the world. They call me the Wanderer. Oh, I'm the Wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Call me that Wanderer. I'm a wanderer. I roam around. Sam Feezy, the man on the top. Maybe I roam. This is for you. Baby, I roam. Baby, I roam. Baby, I roam. Baby, I roam. Baby, I wonder. Baby, I wonder. Baby, I roam. Baby, I wonder. Baby, I wonder. Sam Feezy and every man in the sea. Baby, I roam. Whew. Thank you very much for that donation. You're a good man, it turns out.
So who told the ocean guy there where I was? Because I'm in prison now. I've been isolated into friggin' prison here.
So this is what happens when you break quarantine, my friend. We find you and we get you off that Pacific Island, and congratulations, $5,000 fine. That money might have been better spent on trying to cure cancer. So shame on you there, Callan.
Yep. So
Django is very upset with you at the moment.
Thanks for whoever dobbed me into the feds there. Appreciate it.
And we are
It's
back
pronounced fees.
with our isolation correspondent.
We're just cutting straight to
Callan.
it. Yep.
Callan, can you tell me
Yes.
a little bit about how it felt to play music just then?
Look, it wasn't as uncomfortable as my first day in jail. Let's just say that.
That's fair.
Can we get some sad Callans in the chat?
Sad Callans in the chat.
Sad Callans in the
Sad
chat.
Callan's in the chat because Callan's in jail now. And
there are some sad Callans in the chat. I will confirm. Sad Callan.
Oh, we got the
I'm
sad
really
Callan
sorry.
spawning in.
We're going to have to cut from you because we have some magic in the chat coming from Zach Gnome.
No.
Oh, Gnome.
Hello there.
You gotta
I've got some adventurous individuals behind us.
Here it is. Zach, our DM. Zach, where are we?
How we doing?
Right now.
Now we've got our characters fleshed out. We're gonna flesh out what's gonna happen. What's the things inside our wizard's tower?
Zach,
what's gonna
do
challenge
I have
you?
to roll? I have a D20 on me right now.
All
what
right.
do I roll?
You walk up to the wizard's tower door. You go to open it, and roll to see how well that goes for me.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, wow.
You bust this door open,
Bang,
and
boom.
a glyph shatters. What would be a warning glyph? A glyph of warding instead backfires and teleports you to the top room of the tower.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow, we're
Stand
done.
there.
We did it. End of the tower.
Opposite
Next
the
level.
That
villainous
is
wizard.
crazy. I cannot believe that is what we have done in How D&D. We are cutting to our
job.
book correspondent, Felicia. Felicia, where are we at?
We're currently in the House of Leaves. Are we ready?
No, Felicia, we are with you. The House of Leaves.
The House of Leaves. After Holloway's team returns, Jed tries to describe the staircase. It was enormous. We dropped a few flares down it, but never heard them hit the bottom. I mean, in that place, it being so empty and cold and still, you really can't hear a pin drop. Maybe you could hear a pin drop. but the darkness just swallowed the flares right up. Wax nods and then adds with a shake of his head. It's so deep, it's like it's dreamlike. This last comment is actually not uncommon, especially for individuals who find themselves confronting vast tenebrific spaces. Tenebrific was a word? I didn't until this sentence. Back in the mid-60s, American cavers tackled the Satana de las Golondrinas, pat myself on the back for that one, an incredible 1,092-foot hole in Mexico's Sierra Madre Oriental. They used rope, rappel, racks, and mechanical ascenders to make the descent. Later on, one of the cavers described his experience as, I was suspended
Hold
in
on,
a giant
Felicia.
dome.
Something is wrong with the line. We're cutting to Ryan right now to work out what is going on. Ryan, what is happening? We've been trying so hard to run a clean show.
The bandwidth
Ryan,
literally...
what is happening with our frame rate? I do not understand.
Okay, we're getting throttled from the telco because there's way too much happening. And I'm also looking at our download... And Joel, what do you do?
Ryan?
Joel, cancel that download right now, and I need you to clear your browser history.
Name and shame. Optus, Telstra, Vodafone. Who are we with?
All of them.
Look, I swore an oath as an IT that I would never throw any other IT down.
Don't.
Ryan,
don't.
You are working for a charity. If you can, throw them under the bus right now.
Optus, my area sucks. Yes! I'm going to be honest. I hate my area. It's terrible. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So, Ryan,
back to the point.
Can you tell me what KBPS we are currently running?
Is that a thing?
Yes. Kilobytes per
I don't have a number here.
Kilobytes per second.
Hold on.
Ryan.
What?
6,000.
Wait, Felicia, are you still there?
6,000, Ryan.
What?
What are we running?
It's not...
Ryan, are we running 6,000?
Hold on, I'm trying to fix... Okay,
Ryan,
give me...
Are we running 6,000?
I think we've lost him.
We've lost him?
Felicia.
That is a terrible
Felicia?
line for Ryan.
Felicia, how are we going in our narrative?
I believe we've entered into the house at this point, and the house is trying to eat people.
The house?
The house is eating people.
The house is eating people.
That's great.
That's where we are within. How are we with our coffees?
I think we're doing pretty well, but these feeds, I don't know what Ryan is doing. Ryan is doing something, and
I'm so sorry, Felicia. We are going to have to cross the creek, Schlee.
I mean, I think that's Schlee, but at the same time, I mean, it's just... it's cycling.
All right,
it seems to Luke.
Guys,
this is Luke
over here.
Okay,
Here he is.
Hold on.
We're
We're going to do a clean-up step here.
Hello.
Luke's here. One sec, Luke. Trish has donated $10. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
No, not you, Joel.
No, Joel. Bird Lover has donated $10.
Good morning, Bird
Bird Lover. And I think there was one other. No, it's just a bunch of sad Callens.
There's a demand to see
Sad
Django.
Callan.
All right, we're cutting back to Luke.
Django the bird. All right, we're crossing to Luke, our board games, gin, and flannel correspondent.
Yeah.
Have we gone?
We've had a lot of coffee this morning, I won't lie. But our next game in the pile I've collected is Blood Bowl Team Manager.
Yes, that sounds like an amazing game.
Yeah, I've actually played this with Luke once before, and it was a very fun game.
It was incredible.
It is. It is a fantastic game that uses dice inscribed with rare hieroglyphs.
Yes.
Rather than the Arabic numerals that we are accustomed to, it uses symbols that you will translate into game effects. If it is a big explosion, it means you hit someone real hard. If it's a skull, it means you didn't. This is a board game that you play when you are coaching a fantasy sports team, and not fantasy sports like Americans do it, where they pretend to buy players. Fantasy sports like you have orcs and elves and necromantic entities all coming together to play Gridiron. I 100% recommend that anyone plays this game if you can. It's very hard to find. because it is out of print right now.
What?
But yeah, oh yeah,
Dude, all right, you got a rare game there.
I do. It's very good. There's also PC versions of this game which I would recommend, called Blood Bowl, which. My favorite thing about Blood Bowl and Blood Bowl Team Manager as games is you cannot play them if you have any salt in your person, because you will lose on the whim of the dice.
Especially
and
if you're
Joel,
playing against me.
especially if we are playing against Toby, who has a 100% win rate at this game.
The only win rate we ever have is against Telstra. That is for sure. Now, it seems that someone called Latte has gone rogue in the Twitch chat. The Twitch chat? I don't know what these kids these days talk about, but apparently a new correspondent is being added into the call. Who's that? By the name of Schlee.
Schlee
For
was
$5 somehow.
All right. Okay, so that whole list.
I'm so sorry, Luke.
Okay.
We are crossing to Schlee.
Okay.
Hello, Schlee.
Where am I? Fuck! This is what happens when you steal from a charity?
In some kind of environment within the Twin Peaks universe.
This is what happens when you steal from charity.
I'm so sorry. David Lynch evidently has something to do with your environment around you currently.
I really want to go back to the blue room.
I'm so sorry. This room is red with black and white stripes and shit, but this is not the blue room.
We have to cut to the bird immediately, or chat will riot. Sorry, Schlee.
Yeah, sorry, Schlee.
Chat will riot.
We're cutting to the bird.
Hello. This little son of a bitch just beat me at Star Wars Monopoly. So I'm not very impressed.
Tell us what
because
is happening with the bird.
Well, okay, so we're playing, Monopoly as normal, and this guy decides, let's, all the tax you collect on Monopoly, let's put it on. Yeah, I'm telling them, put it on free parking, and then lo and behold, this guy lands on free parking. What does he get? About $3,000 worth of my income tax, and then he buys all the way up all the blue properties and wins the game. So he's very happy right now. You want to tell everyone how happy you are, or you don't want me to tell everyone?
That's such a cute bird.
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha.
Do you let your parrot clean your teeth? I had a lorikeet once when I was like 10, and I used to let him clean my teeth, and it was like the best thing. You know how hippos have teeth birds?
Toby,
I had a teeth bird.
That's pretty weird, dude. Not gonna lie.
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry the teeth bird.
Yeah. We're gonna cut to my other pet now, who also cleans my mouth. Rusty McBones. How are you going?
Sam.
Rusty.
Callan, what are you doing?
Rusty.
You cleaned Toby's teeth?
I'm in a cave, so I don't know what's going on anymore. So I escaped.
Here we go.
I guess he's asleep.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's some. Oh, there's an eye. There was some very gentle snores after the beautiful music. It may have put all the puppies to sleep tonight.
Aww.
But we have a cheeky eye to see what's going on.
Chris, do you have Rusty's face on your clothes?
Toby, you very well know that this is a current set of Rusty-themed pajamas.
How's Tenchi going?
All right. Well,
Since we have had a big dog, we must have a small dog. Tenchi is clearly awake. Tenchi seems pretty chill if I say so myself.
I think Matt and Renee may have gone to bed.
I'm not surprised.
And they just left this running.
Tenchi, can you hear us?
Tenchi.
Oh my god, I think Tenchi can hear us. Tenchi,
you beautiful girl.
you're beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind. So, One thing, besides the magic of Tenchi, that we have not had recently is the magic of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is Zach now. Zach.
What's up?
So, Zach.
Yeah.
I understand that the three of us are in a museum.
Sure. Yeah, we can go with that still.
Where are we now?
Ben's character, whose name is Roll Jenny.
That's me.
Yep. You blitzed your check to get into this place. You're a natural 20. You're up at the top floor now. You're face to face with this wizard. He's holding your country's most precious artifacts beneath his wily fingers. He's holding a Rosetta Stone, being like, "You won't get a hold of this, young gentleman." And he's about to escape with said object. What are you doing to this wizard, Roll Jenny?
Okay, now you see, the thing is, I just need to interject. This was right after we met that cowboy. There was a cowboy we met previously.
Was there a cowboy? Is he going to come in like in the last moment, like a true cowboy does?
He's hanging out near his horse right now.
Wow.
He was also a part of the story that interjected when we found.
Yeah. No, he comes as all cowboys do. They come in right at the last second and save the day.
I'm so sorry, Matthew Stapleton. We have a cross to the cowboy realm.
Welcome. I'm here to save the day, I suppose.
Matthew Stapleton.
What is happening
in this
within
tower?
In the tower right now. I just saw a dog run by, so I was just going to go chase that for the masses. I've lost, as I do in most worlds, I ignore the plot and I just kind of chase cute animals. So let me just see if I can run around and see if I can find it for us. DM, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You're doing an incredible job.
Will this fight evil if I can find a cute animal?
What I want you to do is try to find a wizard and thwart him.
What about this guy here? I'm going to run at this guy.
That's a wizard.
Come here.
Thwart that wizard. I need you to thwart that wizard for me.
Come here.
I need you to do a quick thwarting of that wizard.
All right. Thread it. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Oh, you're getting thwarted.
I need the two of you. I really need the two of you to come to an agreement because clearly there is punching on going on. Please come to an agreement, and we, the three curators of the museum, will follow your will. Back to you.
The wizard was thwarted. You collect, you thwart the wizard through how all wizards really duel, which is to punch each other in the face until one of you lies down forever.
I'm going to be honest, this is a lot more violent than most D&D games I've played. Usually I resolve it with a lot more casual conversation.
Yeah. This time, however, you punched on with the wizard, which is the greatest D&D experience anyone can really ask for.
And I think I have...
Sorry, guys. There has been a alcohol emergency. We're calling in both of our alcohol experts, Austin and Alyssa, to discuss. Austin, what do you think?
What's the emergency?
So, currently, we have had whiskey...
and cider.
In
mugs.
Beer and...
No, wait, God, it was coffee.
Coffee.
And coffee.
So, between the two of you, what are the next steps between whiskey, beer, gin, whatever the fuck that we decided to say in that moment?
My professional recommendation would be say to look around you. What do you have most of, and then go with that.
Okay, we've got Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's what I'd say collectively we have the most of here right now.
Definitely. There are a lot of numbers on the table right now.
All right. So Austin.
What is Zach doing?
Zach. All right. Wait. Everyone on the Wizards be quiet because Austin, Zach, and Alyssa, I have a D20, and if I roll a nat 20. What do I do? Nat 20.
Holy shit, you're good at this. Elbatch has donated. All right, okay, cool. We're coming back to this part of the show. Elbatch has donated $10.
$10.
So good morning, Elbatch.
Good morning, Elbatch. Joel, this is not
Good
for
evening.
you.
Good afternoon. Good
No.
evening.
$10 means Toby
Okay,
and Ben.
that's fair.
Not Joel.
All right, can I? Morning.
Sure.
Morning, Elbatch. Morning. So, why is it? Is Alyssa? Alyssa, we're cutting to Alyssa.
Yeah, we've cut to Alyssa.
I did not realize we had. Hi, Alyssa.
Alyssa, what do you
Hello.
think?
So I have the perfect whiskey for you. In
Yes.
fact, it's called How to Kill Your Dragon, which is exactly what you should do when you are rolling dice.
Oh, nice.
This has notes of virile, seriously punchy, and skewer sharp notes. Notes of white hot peat embers, charcoal, sea salt, brine, and ash. And it has uncompromising powers. You know, I think that we should take this to heart. And this is exactly what we should do when we are talking to Zach about D&D, when we are sailing the oceans, and, you know, when you're rolling dice.
What do you think, Zach?
It's great. All of it great. I love it. I love the passion. I love the descriptions of earthy peat, which no one actually knows what that is.
And Sam
Funny,
as well.
funny fact.
Do you
Who
agree
is
with this
Pete?
roaming the ocean's floor?
Let
knows?
us cut to our ocean floor correspondent, Sam.
Well, I'm not the ocean floor correspondent because that would suck, because that's a lot of pressure. Very much like the pressure that our IT correspondent Ryan is going through, and the team at Cure Cancer trying to cure all forms. I'm telling them about the cancer. Give me a second.
All right,
please.
Sam.
Curing cancer.
Sam, could you tell us a little bit about what Ryan is currently going through?
Well, see, I said to Ryan, I'm like, Ryan, mate, I'm away for a little bit. Let's set up some remote stuff at my house. And, oh my God, why is it on fire?
Wait,
Ryan,
Sam,
what the hell?
Ryan, why is it on fire if it is at Sam's house?
I'm gonna fix.
Get the extinguisher. The extinguisher is under the kitchen sink. Kitchen sink. The sink. Come to the bath, maybe. Oy vey. No, the kitchen under the sink. Now you've got the bird. Why is he with you? Not the whiskey.
We're cutting to an emergency emergency feed here. Everyone, enjoy, please, just a moment. A very quiet moment.
There's no dog there.
She's got. There's no dog. Okay. There is no dog.
Do we have the big dog?
Okay, we're in trouble now.
Is there a big dog?
To Christina.
I think that everyone will, to be honest, chat will riot without this kind of calming.
Where is tension?
Here we go.
Oh, there
We
go.
have
Okay, we've got a calming dog.
a big dog that is currently asleep.
Oh.
The big dog is asleep. Please be aware that the big dog has one eye.
You can't tell when he's sleeping because he still closes his eyelids, but it's sewn together.
But people who know that dogs have two eyes would still donate $200. But if they know that the dog has one eye, maybe they'd still donate $100 at least. Absolutely, please.
What? Yeah. Okay. Now
we're back.
We're still back.
Wait. What? Oh, we're back to. We're back to. Oh, there we go. This one. Yeah.
And we're back.
We're back, everyone.
Austin.
Austin again.
Austin Grant from.
No, Austin Adamson.
I said Austin Adamson. Austin Adamson from Denver. Austin.
That's me.
That's
Yes.
you. our beer
Hello.
correspondent,
Good-
distillery correspondent, and everything else correspondent. So,
Good morning. Yes.
could you tell us about PAX 2019? I know you have already, but could you do it again?
Tell us more, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it kind of started before the PAX. Generosity did a crazy nonstop marathon from Melbourne, and then we decided it was a great idea to then pack down everything and move it into the PAX theaters at the Wombat stage, where we then continued to run Generosity with even more live content with a live audience, and raised a whole bunch of money for Cure Cancer. And honestly, it's a blur. Like, apparently I got the color of the slime wrong in the last description, but I don't remember what color the slime was. So
Blue.
Austin, it was blue.
Was it really blue?
was it blue? I saw the video and I the recap, and I honestly, in my head, it was green. So
Austin, I really hate to tell you, it was definitely light blue.
well, that's just not a classic slime. It's kind of
It's not green.
poor production values on our
If
end,
I
I
may
guess.
chime in, neither of which are the PAX Oz colours.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke.
It is a complimentary color. Excuse you.
Austin, did you notice that I disappeared for like 45 minutes running around Melbourne trying to make
I
slime?
think we've lost control of the feed. I think it's turning
Yeah.
into some type of grid view.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's
God.
everybody.
Is that everybody?
I'm sad.
Oh my goodness. Callan is still out there.
Aren't we all sad?
Our correspondents have
Aren't we
taken
all sad,
over
Callan?
completely, and I would love to hear them all at the same time.
Joel, no. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
handle
no,
that.
hang on.
So,
What?
What?
Dungeons
Hey, it's
and
lyrical.
Dragons.
I just
Dungeons
so when you're
and
fermenting
Dragons.
molasses,
Oh my god.
Brian, have you
need to
put
do
the
add
fire
some
out?
You're in
bits.
Antarctica at the moment.
Don't have insurance.
Oh my
Actually.
god, guys.
Oh my god.
Diammonium
It's fine.
phosphate.
The technological revolution is drastically changing the way we live,
Yeah,
communicate
so,
with one another.
Consume the
Me out
sugars
here
that
in
are at work.
Antarctica
Such as the internet.
hanging out.
Right.
I know how this
Years ago, are very common today.
It's cool.
really-
Computers
Isolating,
send
but
letters to and receive letters from one within seconds.
Well,
Eat to send letters.
Burning flesh. Get out.
Send letters.
$200 and I will
Go. If you can hear me.
Microsoft
Dog.
with the web.
Fire out.
Experience your
Programming language.
Put the fire out.
Especially well suited for developing software to accomplish this
Tell him to
specific
put the
task.
fire out.
But like, who wants to see me pet the dog?
What the fuck?
Excuse me while I check the chat.
Completely fucking.
Bring the desktop audio back up.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We've managed to take back the feed.
Somehow,
Yeah.
we have managed to take back the feed.
So we've got. How long does this segment go for?
13 more minutes.
13 more minutes. Why don't we just talk amongst ourselves for a bit?
We could totally do that. So in the past, I'm not going to say how much money we raised because I cannot do math. But we are at the $20,000 mark of the Generosity money raised. We're at least $20,300 of how much money has been raised in the past several hours.
Yes. The amount of money that has been raised is 20,000.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We have been told that Carl wants to end with the song. And because of that, we will cross to our musical correspondent, Carl, the lyrical, with a song.
All right, just Carl.
I think we should cut to everyone. Let's cut to
Well,
everyone.
Okay,
look, we
we'll
can
cut
cut to everyone, but hopefully,
Everyone needs to be on their best behavior.
if everyone is on their best behavior,
Are you guys
while
going to be on your best behavior? Everybody.
Carl, the lyrical, has done music performance during this whole thing, he can take the 100% priority.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to do an easy one. We can all sing along.
Can we all
too.
sing along?
Of course.
Awesome.
This is how we do it.
Let's do it.
This is a song about how quickly and how deeply I fell in love with all the people at Generosity and Pax when we first crossed paths. What is men say?
Only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with
you.
I know I shouldn't, but I do, and it's too late. I got this feeling in my brain. I think you may.
We don't know this bit, Carl.
Put some shit in the Kool-Aid, because I've been feeling
My
it.
apartment's flooded.
Days. Okay, I lied, like that hours, maybe minutes, and any day is better if it's a day with you in it. No, I didn't want to rush, and chilling was a must. I had so many plans, but none of them were us. And now I feel inebriated, drunk like I've been medicated, sedated, but made it. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. This could be the day that I die, but I'm feeling alive. So take my hand, take my whole life too. I only pray that it's your life too. Cause if I'm gonna be the fool rushing into this with you, I'm already yours, tell me you're mine too. And now take my hand, take my whole life too. But I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, that's nice. This is nice, guys.
You gonna give us that Country Roads disc now, Carl?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's
This
finish
guy.
out with that.
Come
that
on.
sounds awesome.
Horses.
Yeah.
Spotlight,
No.
I will unban it just this once.
Oh,
It's got to be the Wanderer, Carl.
what
My
am,
apartment's been flooded and burned.
Horses.
It may as well.
oh my goodness, there's so many things. What am I actually doing, my beautiful people?
Whatever the chat says you should do, because they can donate.
Free bird.
All out there.
Let's let the next donation decide what song it is.
Do they know
Okay.
every song?
Thanks
Right.
for,
Wow.
Let's
thanks
see
for
what
stealing
happens.
my
Okay.
idea, Joel. But that's okay.
All right.
You can sing that generosity song again.
I don't even have the lyrics. I made those up at 4 a.m. one time, and I think Alex ran away with them somewhere.
Fuck cancer.
Wow.
Fuck cancer.
Rump, can someone kick that guy out of the chat? All right, tell you what, while we don't know what to do, let me just, if I can find it again, let me just run through a one hit of today's song that I wrote while I was standing here so we can just hear all those bits and pieces all at once, and then we'll end it with that. I feel it's appropriate because all of you are in it.
That sounds good, because I'm currently in a lot of pain right now trying to remain in frame because Ryan absolutely screwed my camera on the way when he jumped into the bath with me.
Oh, that was beauty. That was actual
It was
love.
not. Have you ever had a man in a flannel jump in the
True
bath
love.
with you? The only person that would be appropriate with would be Luke.
I suppose. Yeah. That could work actually.
Could I have a
If I
go?
had a bath fast enough. Oh yeah.
That's fine.
I'm on the moon.
Make it happen. All right. Let's do this.
Donation from Sketchy Fletch.
Sorry, say that again.
We had a donation from Sketchy Fletch for $50, getting us to finish our mugs. And I have a feling it's the last mug of coffee.
I'm really not
What is
sure
that?
it needs to be finished.
I mean,
anymore.
Sketchy Fletch.
Fletcher.
I would never
I'm
say
having
no to Fletcher.
Having a hard time keeping the levels up here now. Let's go
There
back.
is a point where too much caffeine will
Thank
actually
you.
give you a headache.
Yes.
So, and then you get the shakes and stuff like that, and things get too quick. It's a real phenomenon.
I believe that.
All right, I think we're going to hand
wholeheartedly
over. Just got a message from Schlee. We're
Oh, yeah.
heading to our correspondent Schlee to tell us the handover. Is that correct? Are you cutting to?
I'm trying.
All right.
I'm trying.
We're cutting to Schlee.
he's sure
Where
trying.
did he go? What have I pressed here?
Schlee's left. Joel's
Has he left?
lost.
Hold on. This one. There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
If
Look, as the
this
IT
is-
department, I can say that everything's working fine. So you should be able to do this fine.
Okay.
This is just nothing but user error.
Alright.
It's just user error. It's fun.
That's all, folks.
That's
Beautiful.
all, folks. All right. Well, I guess that is him letting us
Oh,
know.
that's too good. That is too good.
Okay, I guess are we leaving, Schley?
No.
Oh. So
No,
just left the chat.
That's his goodbye.
He did say he's
all
back.
forsaken.
So how much time do we have?
Falling in love.
So we have 5 minutes of this absolute beauty of chaotic bullshit.
All right, let's
finish this off with a song.
All right,
let's finish it off with a song.
Carl, let's
with
finish
everyone.
it off.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. For anyone who wasn't here, who missed out, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for Ben and Toby and Joel and Joel and Joel for having us. Now, there's a Toby and there's a Ben. Mostly they'll just tell you how they've been. As far as I can tell, there's a Joel as well. Did he break in or is he one of them? They do shit with cameras, so I don't need to. Most of it just quietly blows my mind. You might think they're crazy, don't try to sort them out, 'cause you'll just waste an awful lot of time. Look out for Sam, the one who's from the ocean.
Hello.
You'll wish you were there in his stead.
It's pretty shit out there.
'Cause if it weren't for Ryan reeling that boy in, goodness me, the lot of you'd be dead.
He's right.
Mind you, Ryan could do it while he's sleeping.
He's always sleeping.
The man can organize a festival.
Not a stream.
But Sam is just a mystery, like magic from tricks from Yug. The one with aces Joe ain't guessed at all.
He's got spares.
Now Austin likes to act like he knows nothing. A whiskey-making Forrest Gump Jon Snow.
Oh, that's fucking rude, Carl.
But never let your guard down, 'cause you just gotta know his disapproving glare will take your soul. Now speaking of the soulless, there's Lonely Callan.
Oh, you're a prick.
My game-trained brother, my super number 2.
Who's been in lockdown for like 6 weeks.
He is far from soulless, the man's a goddamn king. But have you seen the white walls in his room?
No, because I'm on the moon now.
Seems one of us is always running away. So most think that he is MIA. Or more like MI6, or maybe MIT. The glue behind the streams, the manishly. Elisa likes a scotch and Matt's a cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Bella's reading books I need to read. Zach is on adventure to find another jacket. Connor speaks of money that we need.
Saying that for 2 years now. Change your jacket.
Oh crap, it turns out you've been wearing it for 2 years. I won't. Oh crap.
With 3 different jackets.
Luke is here as well.
Oh shit.
So I write a verse while acting natural.
It's not going well.
No matter what the cost. Because, well, he's the boss. But
And we're
he's
all going to be
none the
fine.
wiser as far as I can tell.
Well, that, guys, I'm just gonna. That is it for Ben and Toby in the morning. Now just Toby.
And Joel.
With Joel. Thank you for tuning in, and for those of you who donated.
Thank you.
We are going to go to bed. It has been a very long week. Any final thoughts, Joel?
Final thoughts. Go to bed. And
Go to bed.
That's it. That's my final thoughts.
Go to bed.
Go to bed in the morning.
All right. Well, until next time, everybody. We'll see you later. Goodbye. That's it.
Ah.
Well, I think that's another lyrical song now.
Because Schlee is telling us to go long.